Hi there, Scorpios. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at October 24th through the 30th. And happy birthday to those Scorpios celebrating their special day this week. In olden times, Scorpios, map makers labelled the uncharted and thus dangerous parts of maps with the phrase, "Here be dragons." And this week could be labelled with pretty much the same warning. Dragons may be a bit old-fashioned, but here be trouble might be a good phrase. And that's because the Scorpio power mode of last week continues when Mercury, the planet of communication and clear thinking, moves into your sign, into Scorpio, on Monday, October 24th, hooking up with the Sun on Wednesday, October 27th, to make a superior conjunction, which can be a dangerous sign because communication becomes single track and laser beam sharp when Mercury is in your sign. Besides fostering sarcasm, Mercury in Scorpio can be fertile soil for mysteries and intrigue, as well as a time for an increase in obsessive compulsive behavior based on things that have been repressed so far. So think about something that you're pretty hung up on, or you can freely admit that you've been repressing. It could be anger, or it could just be issues that you have with somebody that you didn't want to bring up because you knew that it would start like a backlash of other things, but now you're feeling with the Mercury in your sign, the communicator, that you really do need to hash it out and discuss it. Mars, the planet of energy, your co-ruler, squares up against Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, on Saturday, October 29, the same day as the last Venus-Saturn merger of the year. Because Mars square Uranus is like risky business on steroids, this poses a huge temptation to believe that the only way to live a meaningful life is to experience life on the edge. Now, life on the edge is so open to interpretation, really, isn't it? What does it mean? Does it mean that you live in a hut and you catch fish and eat the fish like Tom Hanks in Castaway? Does it mean that you are a gambler, or that you work in the stock exchange, or are an at-home investor? I mean, there's so many different ways of looking at what that is now. Living life on the edge, however, is something that the people that choose to do it have chosen to do it for a long time. I don't think it's something that you just decide suddenly, I'm going to live on the edge, because it's a very learned way of living, and it's not easy. And being that you're a fixed sign, meaning that you like things the way you like them, it's not maybe the best life path choice for you. So this is definitely a time that can be potentially destructive. You may have to take a few deep breaths and give this particular dragon a pass, in that if anyone comes at you with something, you don't want to get into it with them, meaning that you don't want to have a presidential kind of debate with somebody that you may not get your point across and may get caught up in a whole lot of other stuff that you wasn't on the agenda. The Venus-Saturn conjunction is in Sagittarius, which puts a temporary dampener on those of you looking for freedom in love, sports, or travel. An intense Scorpio new moon, Sunday, October 30, rounds out the week by signaling that an ending can also be a new beginning. Now, that is a wonderful time for you, a new moon in your sign. If it's your birthday, it makes it an extra special birthday. And it's a good time to make your birthday wish. It's actually the solar beginning of your year on Sunday, the 30th. Thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to speaking to you again next week.